favorite grandson.
I'm sorry to inform my cousins through this method, but I figured that it was time to come out with the truth.
Like all my other cousins, I studied in grade special school under the tutelage of Lola.
And it's there that I first learned how to do math, how to write, how to spell, and all the other things that kids learn.
But when they asked me when I graduated from grade special school what I wanted to do, it was be a soldier. And now I'm a marketing major in Japan, but I always look back on that, and I remember how I would wear everything camouflage, and I wanted toy guns all the time.
One of my earliest memories of her was when she was tutoring me at math, and this wild bird flew into the classroom, and it was just me and her, and as soon as I saw that bird, like most kids, the first thing in my mind was, I want that pet.
And it didn't occur to me that I should probably get a pet bird from a pet store, and that this wild creature might have diseases or germs or whatever. I just wanted that one specifically.
Lola made me a promise. She said, if you get perfect on this assignment, then I will give you that bird. And I think a part of her was thinking, oh well, he's really bad at math, so I don't actually have to worry about anything. And I think we were all rather surprised when I did get perfect on that. To this day,
I don't remember if she gave me the pet or if my parents allowed it, but I just remember really wanting that, and I remember her manipulating me into doing well at math because of it. By the time that I was in grade special school, Lola was a bit older, and although she still taught some classes, she didn't really teach everyday classes anymore.
So, as a kid, I always thought it was cool that my school was at my grandmother's house. So what I would do was, anytime I would get tired of the class, I would just,
walk over to the house and then let myself in, and I'd find my grandparents and they're having a siesta, so they're sleeping, and then I would just nap with them. So,
maybe that's why she needed to tutor me, because whenever I would feel frustrated in math, I would just join her on her siestas.
But even though she knew that I should be in class, she decided not to, scold me for that. I think in that case, she was always more of a grandmother than a teacher to me. And I think that was way more important.
One of the last times that I saw Lola was when I visited her, and I decided to give her
some lunch money. You see, when I was in high school, she would always come to me during the Sunday family lunches, and she would give me some money for school.
And she always did it in such a way that made it seem like a bribe.
Because she didn't want it to seem to my other cousins that I was being favored, so she would just sit beside me and, very subtly just slide over a bill of cash.
Or she'd just slip it into my hand. And I really felt like a corrupt politician or just someone being bribed. And so the last time that I saw her,
I repaid the favor. I went over to her and I told her, hey, I've gotten a lot of jobs recently and I'm working even though I'm a student, and so I gave her some lunch money. And I even gave it to her in a similar fashion.
So, of course, I did end up talking to her when she was diagnosed with COVID-19, but I think that is my official last memory of her.
And I think that was a really pleasant experience, and I'm glad that I was able to share that moment with her. So, once again, thank you so much for teaching me as a kid, and thank you for giving me lunch money, all those Sunday family lunches, and goodbye.